Assalamu alaikum and most welcome to my YouTube channel Zakro IELTS and IT Studio. Today we discuss IELTS listening class, IELTS listening part 3 with Zakro. First of all, you all remember that because majority of the students they call me you do not given the proper strategy, you do not given the proper question type on that lessons, these four lessons. I was complete two lecture, part one, part two. So part one, part two, part three, these are the introductory lecture. Okay, you must be remember that these are the introductory lecture. These are what? These are the introductory lectures. Okay, because because I want to firstly introduce the listening part one as well as part two. Part one, part two, I will describe. Okay. So today we discuss part three. Okay. Today we discuss part three. Problem. Today we teach part three. So these are the introductory parts. Okay, these are what the introductory parts of the eyes. Before starting the lecture, the introduction to part three. In this lecture, we discuss the introduction of part three and its facts and its properties, and which type question is the examiner aid in this part. Okay, we discuss these type of things here. Firstly, we discuss the main topic. Just come to the main topic. The main topic is IELTS listening overview. I want to revise one of them again. Okay. This is the IELTS part one. I will upload a lecture on that. It's the easiest part, and you know about that. Okay. How many speaker here? Two speaker. You know about it because I was upload that class and it is very easy. Okay. Part two, I was upload a class on part two. One person's monologue and easier part one but difficult part two. Easier part one but difficult part two. Today we discuss part three. It's another part and this is the academic discussion. The speaker around 2 to 4 and the medium hard. Okay. Part 4 is academic lecture. It's the summary but hard. We discussed it with the time by time, but today we discuss the part 3. We will discuss part 3. Okay. What is IELTS listening part 3? In IELTS listening part 3, here majority here discuss the discussion between the two speaker, three speaker, or sometimes four speakers. It's depend on luck. If there are two speakers, all good. Three speakers, all good. Four speakers, all good. But it's depend on luck. Okay. It's listening part three. Here, this the examiner speakers they speak about what the speaker और often. Okay, ये जो speakers होते हैं ये कौन होंगे ठीक है ना आपने इस चीज को समझना. The speaker are university students. They are university students. Okay, as depend on law. Tutors. Okay, professors. Who is professors? Researchers. Okay, so it's depend on like what they can. It's depend on the examiner. Well, group members. You know that when they speak here, the speaker they speak here on which purpose? Okay, the speaker when they speak here, they discuss what? They discuss what? When the speaker, when two or four speaker, they discuss what? Here they discuss what? Okay, majority of the people they don't know about that. They speak for what? They speak for what? Okay, so they speak here. Here they speak for what? Okay, here they speak for some specific topics. The topic is the two to or four speaker they speak about the university assignment. It's depend on law. Okay, research project. It's depend on law. What type they given? Presentation, coursework, plan of study plans, problem solution, opinion, okay, future planning. But you know that, just remember that, unlike part one, speakers may interrupt each other, change opinion, but use no academic vocabularies. Here, that they told you, part one speakers, uh, one speaker in part one speaker they speak, but the second speaker they agree, so their answer will be correct. They do not agree, the answer will be wrong. And here, you know that you listen about the one by one uh, perspective and which one they agree on that, so it's the real answer. Okay. One thing you remember that the part three facts. Okay. This is the real facts, and you know about that. Okay. You know about that. You know about the facts. Okay. Facts. Facts mean this is the real thing. It's come on that. Number of the question 10 is facts. Okay. Usually it start in part one. In part one, it start one, one to 10. In part two, it starts 1 to 20. 1 to 20. In part three, it start 21 to 20, 21 to 30. To 30. So all around that here as the 10 questions. Okay. Majority cases the speaker are 2 or 4. 2 or 4. There may be 2, there may be 3, there may be 4. It's depend on luck. Okay. Here the topic is academic. Okay, related to the subjects, related to the studies. Recording of the play. The examiner, when they play the record, it's once. Once they play the record, if once they in, so it's in. Okay. Majority time they given to you here. It's 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Okay. It's a 7 minutes. Difficulty when we talk about part three difficulty, so it's a medium to difficult. Part one easier than part two easier than part three easier, and part four is easier from nothing. Okay, so this is the real facts. You know that this is the fact. Question 10. Speaker 2 to 4. Topic academic. Recording play 1. Time it's 7 minutes. Okay, and difficulty medium. It's easier than part 4. Okay, this is the fact. Common topics. Common topics. The meaning of the common topics here, uh, they comes most, but it comes one of them. It's depend on lot. Okay. The group of project. First is what? Group project. Okay, this is the first topic. Common topic is what in part 3? Group project. Okay, group project. The second one is science research. It's what? Science research. Third one is history assignment, biology experiment, business presentation, engineering project, computer course, art and exhibition, library research, and university facilities. But you remember that these are topics, but these are these are topics. These are topics, but the examiner the examiner the examiner mention one of the examiner mention one of them. And here it's clearly that the examiner mentioned here one of them. It means they mention one topic. It's depend on lot. It, this may be come from science and research, historical group discussion based, depend on lot. Okay, but these are the topics. Okay. Uh, Furthermore, we discussed the common question type. These are very important. These are very important topic. Question type. Question type here, you should be remember that the question type is very important. You know that in IELTS we have 14 question type. Okay, in IELTS we have 14 question type. In IELTS, listening, in IELTS listening, in IELTS listening, we have we have 14 type question. We have 14 type. We have 14 type question. We have how much questions? 14 type question. We have 14 type question. The first type question is multiple choice. Multiple choice question. This is the question type. Example. This is the multiple choice question. One of them, the main questions, and it's the three option. Okay, but one of them is correct on that. Okay, is the strategy I given to you. Read the questions before the lesson very carefully and listen the keywords and signposting words. Okay. The second type question here, I told you, matching question. Okay, what type of question? Matching question. In matching question, we have match the question, but we discuss later. This is the question type. Yeah, you remember that this is the questions. They come on the listening part 3. But You just remember that we will discuss all of them later. Firstly, we introduce part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Then we discuss 40 type question. And each lecture we discuss 2 type question. Okay? That's the letter. Okay. The third question type is sentence completion. It's what? It's sentence completion. Okay. Sentence completion. Here we doing what? In sentence completion, we complete a sentence. We complete what? Sentence. Okay. This is the third question type. The fourth question type here, a table completion. What? Table completion. In table completion, we discuss what? We complete the whole table. Okay, this is a table. We complete a table. This is a table. Okay, we complete like that. This is a table. We complete that on that. Okay, so the four type question is table complete. Fifth type of question is flowchart completion. What? Flowchart completion. Flowchart completion it's may very different. In flowchart completion, this is a type of question where we complete the flowchart. It's a type of node completion question. Okay, flowchart. You know that flowchart is a table node completion question, but this is the question type. So it's depend on luck what type of question they come, but we discuss five type of question. It may they mention here uh, true, false not given. Some other questions yes, no not given. Matching information headings, matching sentence ending. It's a mixture of question they mention here, but we discuss later. If you master these things, so it will be easier for you. Okay. The skills it need for this phase, student must be understand everything. Okay, follow the discussion, recognize agreement, recognize disagreement, understand reason. You know that recognize agreement. If the speakers they agree here, so you must be able that you recognize the agreement. If the speaker or disagree, so you recognize that is the disagree. Okay, that's it. The and listen for detail. Okay, up here you listen for detail like that. When the speaker they speak here, you must be know that what they speak, and you follow the speaker, and just be follow the main ideas and changing the ideas. Okay, so I given to you a step-by-step strategy for that. I part 3 before listening. Before listening, when the listening will not start, so must be read the instruction carefully. Maximum number of word in question type. You just see that in the IELTS, what type of question they given us, and read the instructions and read the type of question. Okay. And step 2, underline the keywords. Underline the keywords like here I given to you the example. What did the student choose the museum? So here the keyword is student, choose, and museum. These are the keywords. You underline the keywords and focus on the audio. Okay. Step 3, predict answers. Prediction of the answer is very important here because you listen that and firstly you listen before your answers. Okay, before your answer it's mean that when the speaker they speak here, so you predict the answer. prediction of the answer is that you must be know that what they speak. Like that, they speak the name of the person, they speak a place name, they speak a reason, they speak a date, they speak a noun. You must be remember that, okay? And after that, you be prediction improve listening speed. You know that when you predict the answer, they given us to a very fruitful thing. You must be know that what they talk about there. They name a person, place, so you easily find the answer for the prediction. During the lesson, follow the order. This is the instruction about that. Before follow the order. One of the best thing in the IELTS, they do not given. They do not jump from one question to another. They continues on a flow. Okay, so follow the order. Listening for synonyms. I was told you IELTS is the exam, but full for synonyms. So you must be strong your synonyms. Like here, the example about the synonyms. The presentation was difficult. The presentation was difficult. इसमें presentation बहुत सख्त है, बहुत सख्त था. The presentation was quite challenging. Here they convert difficult to challenging. So difficult to challenging is a synonym. The synonym of the difficult is challenging. Okay, so this is how. Okay. Listening for the opinion changes. When the speaker they change opinion, so you must be remember that uh, when they change his opinion, like an example, you see that I thought it was born, but after reading more, I really enjoyed. In the first, they speak. It was boring. It's mean boring. They feel boring when they read. And after that, but they use what? But. But can change the opinion. So the correct answer is enjoy. So you write enjoy. Okay. So this is how. Okay. Focus on single words. You know that these are the words. You must be focused on that because they change the opinion. It's mean actually. Okay. However, they change opinion. However, although, instead, but, on another hand, in fact, they change opinion. So when they change opinion, it's a destructive words. You know that we will discuss that uh, so further, but these things are very important. You just remember on your thoughts and just write on your notebook these these uh, 7 words. Okay. Ignore extra information. Okay, that's it. Ignore extra information. When the speaker they speak extra information, it's about to confuse you. जब स्पीकर जो है ना एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन बोल रहे हो, ये इसलिए बोलते हैं कि वो आपको क्या करे, वो आपको कंफ्यूज करे, ट्रैप कर सके. तो इन चीजों को आपने इग्नोर करवाना है. ठीक है ना. आपने सिर्फ परफेक्ट वर्ड्स को आफ्टर लेसन आपने क्या करना है, स्पेलिंग चेक करना है, ग्रामर, सिंगुलर प्लूरल, इन चीजों को आपने चेक करवाना है. बस ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक नहीं है तो आप लोगों ने ठीक करवाना है, क्योंकि इसके बाद आपके साथ हाफ अ मिनट्स, एक छोटे में हाफ मिनट्स होते हैं आपके साथ. कॉमन विकेबलरी है. ठीक है ना. ये है, अपने साथ नोट करवाना है. ठीक है. मैं आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इनको जो है ना आगे पीछे करवा देता हूँ. ये हमारे साथ इंट्रोडक्शन था इसका. ये सिनोनिम्स है, कॉमन सिनोनिम्स है. ठीक है. इसमें जो आता है एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कंजर्वेशन है. ठीक है ना. अब इसको देख लीजिएगा. ये क्वेश्चन टाइप है. इसको मैं चाहता हूँ कि इसको करूँ. ये एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन टाइप है. How is biologist process going? Okay, sorry. Okay. Here the question is when will the report will be written? When report कब लिखा गया? This is how a question of the uh, question number first is a multiple choice question. Here are the two speakers. One of them Zakro and the second of them Zakaria. And here in the page, the tutor and student, two speakers. Tutor. The tutor speak. Well, how is your biology projects going? Student. Well, we are almost finished collecting the data. Tutor. Excellent. When will you return the report, student? Next Tuesday. So the correct answer is when? Tuesday. What will be the written report? When will you report the student? Next Tuesday. We will complete the report to next Tuesday. Here I given to a straightforward example, but in the actual test they given to you. Oh well, I will be complete. I was complete the report on the next Thursday. So the opposite words I speak, it's extra words. You ignore them. You must be focused on the main words. It's some more example about that and common mistakes. Okay, this is how very important. You must be avoid of that. Read the question too slowly. No. Read quickly before recording start. Okay. Missing single words. No. Listen for how actually instead although. You must be listen that. Writing too many words. No. You must be read instruction. One word, two word, three words. Okay. Poor spellings. No. Must be enhance your spellings. Not predicting answer. Not predicting answer. They distract you. You must predict your answer. It is much easier to find your answer. Okay. In the last, I given to you some strategy, the summary of my teachings of the class. At the end, I want to remember that in part 3 is academic discussion, 2 to 4 speakers. The questions around 10 questions, 7 minutes. Okay. The recordings it plays once, and just focus on the synonyms and the signposting words and keywords. Okay, so this is how we can complete our listening part 3. So today we discuss the listening part 3. Inshallah tomorrow we will discuss the part 4. Okay, so today we complete that, and in the last I given to one advice from a student: don't be panic on the test, be must and be confident. Okay, so today we discuss the listening part, and inshallah tomorrow we will discuss part 4. Okay, we will discuss part 4. So before that, I told you you subscribe my YouTube channel, Zakro IELTS in IT Studio. Here I will be provide to you fruitful classes for my students. So it's okay. Thank you. If any queries about the part 3, you must be comment on the comment section or my personal number. Thank you so much for the class and watching the video, and thank you.